All right, we will call the meeting to order. Oh, sorry, are you guys ready back there? Okay, we will call the meeting to order at 5:30. We have one change to the agenda. It is at the very, very bottom. It says, notification is given for the annual organization meeting of the Board of Trustees is December 10th. The organizational meeting will actually be December 18th because of Ed Code. The organizational meeting the 17th, whatever the Tuesday is, the 17th? Okay. The organizational meeting has to be after the second Friday of December, so
First Tuesday of November?
December.
I'm just giving you a bad.
What number is that?
It's not a number, it's a thing
it's
at the
after
very, very,
adjournment?
very bottom.
Oh, okay. Oh.
So just we're giving notice that it's December 17th. That's it.
Thank you.
Can I get a motion to approve the agenda as amended?
I move.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. And now we will convene a closed session. We are ready. All right, we will reconvene at 6:07. Thank you, everyone, for your patience. There is no report of action taken in closed session, so next I would like to invite up Mia and Colt for our flag salute. You're doing great.
Please stand. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
Next, I would like to do our special recognitions of the attendance poster winners.
Good afternoon. My name is Kristen LaSalle, and these are our attendance poster winners. So attendance is crucial for student success as it fosters consistent engagement and participation in the learning process. By attending school regularly, students not only improve their academic performance, but also develop vital social skills and build a sense of community. To promote the importance of attendance, our district held a poster contest encouraging uplifting and positive images, and I would like to present the winners. We have Florentine from Richard Crane, and we have Gianna from Richard Crane. Gianna, do you want to go over there? Yeah, do you want? You got it? Hey. From 3rd through 5th, we have Santiago from Richard Crane. We have Briella from Evergreen. And Gisela from Monte Vista. For the 6th through 8th grade, we have Dylan from Tech Middle. We have Jordan from Thomas Page. And Hannah from Thomas Page. Okay. For 9th through 12th grade, we have Shirochka from Tech High. We have Beatrice from Tech High. And we have Giovanna from Tech High. Congratulations to our attendance poster winners. Can we give them a round of applause? Thank you.
Next up, we have Christina Lundy with University Elementary at La Fiesta. And their cheering section.
That's awesome.
I don't have it.
All right, good evening. Thank you, board, for having us here tonight. We are thrilled to be here and share with you a little bit about University Elementary School at La Fiesta. My name is Christina Lundy, and I have the honor of being this principal for this wonderful school, and I am starting my 5th year with this school, and it feels so good. So we are so excited to be here. When coming and preparing for this meeting, I know that you would like to hear more about what are we all about, what do we stand for. So as a project-based learning school in our community, we always start with the driving question, which is right there for you. How does UELF use project-based learning to develop the maker mindset and target core content standards in reading, writing, and mathematics? With everything that we do, every time we meet together, every activity that we focus on, we go back to this driving question and we iterate our understanding, we create a stronger model, and we look at our evidence and we identify how are we doing, what's working, what's not working, what do we need to get better, and what are the steps we are going to take. And we do this as an entire community. My parents have to hear this question every time we have a back to school night, every time we have an open house, and whenever I ask them, what do you know more about project-based learning now? So with 5th grade, I should have had the 5th grade parents come up and share what they've learned. We are in our 11th year, and we now have 297 students at our school. We will have our very first seniors graduating this year, so we are so excited to have a cap and gown celebration at our school, and we will be offering our very first scholarship to our very first seniors. So we're very excited about that. When our school opened, we just had a kindergarten and a 1st grade, and we are now all the way to 5th grade with little TKers running around as well. So our goal when we're there is that we are pulling students through the curriculum by a meaningful question to explore an engaging, real-world problem to solve or a challenge to design or create something. We are really proud of the programs that we have at our school, and I have 10 stellar 5th graders who have been with us either from TKK or 1st grade who are going to be able to share with you their personal experiences in these areas. We have an integrated garden program. That means we are growing food that you can eat, we are growing a native garden, but that the students get to participate in this program every week, and our teacher participates with our general education teachers by aligning those science standards, social studies standards to what we do outside. So yes, we're growing, yes, they're pulling weeds, yes, they're playing in the dirt, and they're seeing how a garden is an integral part of their learning community. It's also a great place to take a break. If you ever need a break, come out to our garden. We are in our 3rd year as an Ocean Guardian school. So what that means is we are working closely with NOAA, and we've aligned our goals of what we're doing to be an Ocean Guardian school. We're proud to be a PBIS school. We are our 2nd year, we got platinum. The reason we go for that award is it's a fidelity check for us. It's really forcing us to look at how are we creating a safe, comfortable learning environment for every student that walks onto our campus. But I really love the staff, and this is why they got me here. These teachers are early innovators. They are willing to, 1, get to know their standards so well that they're able to tackle new programs, or for our site, really looking at instructional routines and how they're working. So we're a project-based learning school, which means that all of our teachers get trained after their 1st year. Because your 1st year, you're just surviving. I just want you to show up each day, have a healthy body, and let us help you with what it means to be a teacher. Teaching's hard work. And so if you survive our 1st year, then hey, do you want to get PBL trained? Do you want to do this workshop? It's on your summertime, have fun. And they sign up and they want it. This year I'm thrilled because I'll be offering the coaching workshop to some of our veteran teachers so that not only will our teachers be refining their practice as PBL teachers, but also what does it mean to coach and meet a teacher where they are? And these are general education teachers who are seeking to grow in their teacher leadership. We also were one of the first schools to start with GLAD, so Guided Language Acquisition by Design. When you have PBL, it means that you have to know your standards so well that you're able to plan instruction that meets those standards. GLAD is a framework that supports this work. It's intended for our multilingual speakers, but it helps every learner that's in the classroom. It's making core content like science and social studies accessible through English language arts. And then it's that maker mindset. How do you iterate? How do you create? How do you problem solve? And so this is what we're so proud of. But you don't need to hear it from me. You need to hear it from Team UELF. So I have these 10 students who are going to share with you their perspective, their thoughts. These are their words. They've been meeting with me, but yesterday morning I wasn't on site and I needed to meet with them because there was a group having a field trip today. They met me at 7:30 in the morning. They got there before I was there. And we were practicing, and I said, you need your Chromebook, let's do this. And we were in there working it out, and they stayed with me until 9. So talk about a stellar group of kids. That was their time. Thank you to their parents for getting them there. But enjoy them. So these are your 10 students. They'll be introducing themselves, and enjoy their journey.
Hi, my name is Alexis Faith Tharp, and I've been going to this school since I was in kindergarten. And here we are sharing the connections that we have at UELF. So one of the ways that we connect is we have the community garden days with our garden teacher, and all the parents and former students get to come to our school. And we have the parent helpers that get to come in and see their kids working on art projects and other things that we get to see in the real world. And then we have every class learns about somewhere we go, and we go there and we connect the learning that we learned in class to the world learning. And then we have where our principal sacrifices her time to get dunked or slimed by multiple kids. And we try our hardest so we can get there to dunk her. Yeah. So, and then we make our schoolwork fun, and we get to engage with kids in all grade levels with our buddies that we have, where we go into kindergarten for like younger grades that and we get to do fun art projects, reading to them. And then we do our house challenges, and we have a really fun time with games and other things. And these are just a few words that describe the UELF community.
Alright, I'm Jonathan, and today I will be talking about the systems. At ULF, we find lots of different ways for students to learn and how they do the learning. I'm Jonathan, and today I will be talking about the systems, what we use for doing this. We learn with a lot of people movement. For example, we switch classes and work in groups. Working in groups, you get to brainstorm the idea, you learn from each other. It's so amazing that you sometimes get to choose your groups for learning. I also like the way that we switch classes for math because it's fun to work with different people and get to learn the math in different ways. Another thing is how we get to help each other out when we don't understand something. We work together to figure out the problem. We encourage each other to do the task, and the teachers walk us through it. The staff also know we can do it. The next topic is field trips. Field trips are so much fun. You get to see things that connect to what we do in class and experiment and investigate. I like the way that we learn about the plants, the animals, and the ocean. Lastly, we go on hikes to learn about the land. Another part of our system is going outside of our comfort zone. It's awesome to try new things and make new things. It's also cool to talk to new people and get to know them better. Sometimes we get to choose what to study, what to build, and the people in our groups and the materials we get to use. I'm a student at ULF, and I'm in charge of me.
Hello, my name's Solene, and I'm going to talk about energy for ULF. So first I want to talk about getting out our energy or anger by doing exercise. One way is by doing laps while walking or running. If you are frustrated and you need to do laps, then you should put on headphones so no one can bother you. Another way to do laps is when you're really energetic and you need to get it out. So you can run the laps and think about stuff you love to calm you down. Now, I want to talk about the morning walk. Morning walk is how we begin our day with music and movement. So for me, I would like to have more stuff to do than just walking in the morning. Another space we have for our energy is our sensory room. The sensory room is another place for students to use when they are overwhelmed, excited, and frustrated. UELF believes in using energy breaks to be awesome learners.
At UELF, we have an amazing staff. The staff, every morning, always say good morning and hello, which makes us feel ready to start the day. The staff gives us what we need to learn and gives us extra help if we need it by having win time, whenever I need time. The staff does what is needed so students feel safe, and they give students space to be who they are. And overall, the staff respects and cares about the student.
Hi, my name is Dorian, and I'm going to talk about how we use art in our maker room at UELF. We have a maker room to make pieces for challenges in science and social studies. It has all the materials that you need, like glues, cardboard, scissors, paint, straws, popsicle sticks, and other little things. We also use the garden for inspiration. In the garden, we journal what we plant and help weed and plant the garden. The garden and the maker room work together to give us space to use art to better understand what we learn.
Hello, my name is Nico. Today I'll be telling you about a special guest that we have at UELF. At UELF, we get this special guest, Annie Rivetta, every fall. Annie Rivetta is an art and storyteller. She tells amazing stories that have a moral to the story and offer advice about how to act in the world. Her stories include animals and how people shared information from long ago. After she's done telling the stories, we get to do art using pastels. The art is usually an animal from the story. This is a favorite activity of the school and every student in the school. She has visited our school for the last 4 years.
Hello, my name is Colt, and I am a really competitive person. And naturally, my favorite part about UELF are the competitions that we have throughout the year. My two favorite have to be the race car race, because we can build our own design and partner with friends in other classes. And you always have a chance, no matter what happens. And when your car breaks, you're able to make a pretty quick fix, and it helps us learn about mechanics. And it makes us work on our problem-solving skills. My next favorite has to be the move-a-thon, because it's good for us and it's pretty fun, because we can talk to our friends while we move, and we don't have to run. We can also dance or do yoga, and the orange slices are pretty good in my opinion. But the best part by far is if we raise $150 or more, we gotta dunk Miss Lindy. She got dunked quite a few times, but we were asking to dunk our 5th grade teacher, and we were able to dunk him too. Being competitive at school keeps me going to school.
Hello, my name is Maddie, and today I'll be talking about houses. In UELF, students get to educate themselves by working together in what we would call houses. Our houses are monthly meetings we have with the whole school, but we split them up into big groups of students from TK to 5th grade. and we work on fun and learning, such as art and math. We also work on chants, team challenges, and secret house handshake. Our houses represent the animals of the Laguna de Santa Rosa, which our classes learn about in science. The Laguna animals, river otters, raccoons, great horned owls, Cooper's hawks, and tiger salamanders, are really awesome to learn about for all the students in UELF. The whole point of these houses is for students to learn about things creatively, collaboratively, and educationally, and of course to have fun.
Hello, my name is Neela, and I will be talking about the talents of UALF. First, I really want to point out how showing our talents gets us out of our comfort zone. One way we do this is with the fall play. There are many plays in our school, and they help people overcome their fear of public speaking. The second topic is our variety shows. The variety shows are about our talents. Showing our talents is the best part of showing ourselves. The final opportunity to share our talents is with our music class. Music class is the best part of school. It also helps us learn all about instruments.
Hello, my name is Mia, and ULF is really proud of how we recognize our students. I like Positive Pause in assemblies because it helps recognize students and it feels good to be recognized. Some of the prizes we can earn with Positive Pause are animal assemblies, reading to dogs, and dunking Miss Lundy. We have wolf books at our school that are like money, but we use them in school, obviously. We can earn them by helping out other students, cleaning up garbage, and being kind and respectful. We can enter them into class raffles so we can get some prizes. We can also get books out of the book machine and get lunch bunches with them. We can also get class points, and with the class points, we can earn pajama parties, movie days, and snow cone parties. We also can earn house points. We can earn house points by being respectful, responsible, helping out other students. And at the end of the year, the house that has most points gets Kona Ice first on field.
All right, can we give a round of applause for these speakers, please? Just let it be clear, those ideas are all from them. Like that is the voice of UELF. They represent all the TK through 5th grade up to them. I was telling them they were selected because we have like 10 or 20 kids in the grades below them that they represent. And so they all were like starting to pick out who they represent at the school population. So the other thing what I know was desired is what are the challenges that we have here at UELF? And I would say one of the biggest ones that I have found as their leader is how do we balance the vision of PBL with our district initiatives? I'm very fortunate that I have a collaborative relationship with my colleagues. I love my other administrators here at this district, and I love working with the teachers here. So I have a strong commitment to aligning our work with what our district is doing. And so that's something our staff and I are constantly, how do we do this? How do we stay true to ourselves? But how do we do what we know is best for kids? It's also another challenge is developing a deeper understanding of integrated learning to family, staff, and community. When I first came to the district, PBL was thought of as more just maker, and there's a lot of layers to PBL. To be a strong PBL school, you have to have a strong foundation of understanding standards, and you have to know how to assess your children in a lot of different ways. So in order for us to be a strong PBL school, we have to have those strong professional learning team meetings, and that's why our school is growing. Another challenge is juggling those high social emotional needs to targeted academic instruction with staff and students. Our students came back from the pandemic with a lot of high emotional needs. My parents have a lot of high emotional needs. My time is spent working side by side with the kids and with the parents, and it takes a lot of time. I was with the meeting starting at 7:30 this morning, supporting a family of how do we help your child feel safe at our school so that they can do this. That's the work. Those are the phone calls my family, my teachers make. Yeah, I have to teach my newers. I love you all. We call families. We don't just text our families. So that's one thing we really focus on, that interpersonal relationship part. And then time to work with all my staff. I have a strong staff, and they have busy lives. So how do we coordinate our schedules so that we're able to be together so that we can do this work with fidelity? That's our challenge. We're not the only ones with that challenge. You're not the only ones with that challenge. It's something we're all working towards, but putting it out in the front and being transparent about it is how we're gonna make those next steps. So I always do everything with a quote. So alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. And I really believe in that. That's why I love working with this team, this team, this team, this team. That is the only way that I work. I don't do well by myself. I like to be social. So education is the best way to do that. So I really want to thank the staff and the families for being here tonight. I really want to thank my CRPUSC for the support, and the board. Thank you for giving these children a chance to speak and to be present. This is something I was already telling them, when you come back in high school, when you speak to them 10 years from now, they're going to be here and they're ready to do it. So thank you for having them. Thank you for being there. Thank you. Any questions?
Do we have any questions for UELF? That was go ahead.
Sorry, just one. I want to commend you for taking the challenge and for putting in the hard work. And I like how you're assessing. You're looking at regularly what's working, what's not. And I'm just curious, what's one of the best things that's come out of that brainstorm feedback session?
Brainstorm feedback session with these guys?
When you're assessing your programs in your school, what's going well, what's not going well, what's been like the best thing that's been like, wow?
Well, right now, I mean, you're getting me hot off the press. This morning, one of my other morning meetings was getting to work with staff, because we are applying for a PBL school award, because I like the fidelity check. I like to see where we are. And it was so thrilling to hear how my staff spoke about their journey. I didn't realize where they were and their cognizance of their journey. So I had a school tour today and I was giddy. I'm like, oh my gosh, these teachers you get to work with, this is amazing. I would say the other part is I also just came from ELAC and Site Council, and we were looking at our CASP data. And I'm excited with how much growth we have shown. And it's just like, okay, these are great moments. And that brainstorming of hearing from parents. My community liaison and they're like, we need classes for teaching our families how to learn English, our parents. So it's like these ideas, the feedback sessions are just, they have so many ideas. And they just need someone who can hear them and who can collect them and then figure out how to use, I love calendars, how to use a calendar to get it all in. So I'm so grateful. Second cup of coffee, they have so many thoughts. If you stop and listen, I do listen more than I talk. They have the ideas. We just have to give them the space to do it.
That's great.
So,
thank you.
Thank you.
Great, wonderful. Well, thank you for coming. And Rochelle will be coming by tomorrow, I think, to the school with little goodies for all the students. And thank you for the students and the families for coming out. And we really appreciate it. Have fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, where are we? All right. Next, we have the Mecha Club. I believe Mr. Ortega is coming up.
He is.
Oh, a student.
I think I saw him
He's
back
on his
there.
way, I
He's on his way. I also want to acknowledge that Professor Ortega was selected as Teacher of the Year by the VFW Post 3237. So congratulations.
Thank you.
And he's here to share from their September event. He does an amazing community event with the Mecha Club and the BSU, and I think he's got a short video to show us of the work they did. So thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Where's the people from La Fiesta? I want to hear make some noise. Cheer me on. There we go. I look forward to seeing your children in the future here at Rancho Cotati High School. So hopefully be their Spanish teacher. I want to give a shout out to Miss Rosie there, one of the parents. She's an amazing individual. So yes, Thank you, thank you. I'll make it brief, I'll make it fast. In September, we had our Grito de Independencia here at Rancho Cotati High School. We are the only school here in the only district here in Sonoma County that hosts this big celebration for the Latino community in Sonoma County. So that's something that we should be proud of. One of the things that we did is that we had the Grito de Independencia. We had a lot of food vendors. We had a lot of people come out. We had roughly about 3,000 people throughout the day come that day. So I'm going to show you guys a little clip. And yes, a second here. Hi, hola, buenas tardes. I'm Mr. Ortega. Soy Señor Ortega. I am a Spanish teacher here at Rancho Cotati High School and also the MECHA/Latino Student Union Club Advisor. The fiesta or the party de comunidad, I think it went fantastic, and I strongly believe that, we had a great time. I strongly believe that, there was a great turnout, and I strongly believe that, everyone was very satisfied and they left with a big smile on their faces. More booths. We definitely need more booths, more participation. We need more promotion, and we want people to come and support us and, have a great time and promote the cultura and the culture here at Rancho Cotati High School. Del Ayuntamiento. Denme un aplauso a Silvia Lemos y Susan Adams, por favor. The best part, the students and the parental support. So yes, that is amazing. So thank you guys, and I hope to see you guys next year. We're still working on the date, September 2025. Nos esperamos. We'll see you there. So yes, that is, thank you guys. That is our Fiesta de Independencia. So Latino Student Union and MECHA Club put this event together, which about 3,000 people came throughout the day. And basically, we celebrated Latino Heritage Month in the month of September. So I hope that you guys can join us for next year. I also want to take this opportunity to thank the County of Sonoma, Supervisor Corsi. He donated recently, passed, what do you call it? He passed, oh my God, I'm losing my train of thought. He passed
Resolution?
So a resolution for a grant for next year and for this year. So I'm very thankful for the County of Sonoma. So we got a grant for MECHA and Latino Student Union to put this event together for the following years. So yes, it's a great accomplishment. My students wish they could be here tonight, but they couldn't be here. One of the things that I want to take this opportunity is we are having a Consulado Móvil this Saturday here at Rancho Cotati High School as well. That's something that they are putting together. It's a mobile consulate. The Mexican consulate is coming this Saturday to Rancho Cotati High School, and they are going to be doing paperwork for Mexican citizenships, for Mexican citizens, excuse me. So if they need Mexican IDs, passports, any essential paperwork, notary, our students here at Rancho Cotati High School have established a great relationship with the Mexican consulate in San Francisco. So we built a great communication, and basically, for next year, they want us, Rancho Cotati High School, to come to the main ceremony at Civic Center Plaza in San Francisco and attend as BVIP guest for the Grito de Independencia. So I want to thank Maite, I want to thank Jamal, I want to thank everyone at the district office for being great support and supporting this event, and I hope it grows throughout the years. And I want to thank the parents too for attending, and I hope, pues espero contar con su apoyo a través de los años, que sigan asistiendo y viniendo a estos eventos. Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have our student board member reports. So for Rancho Cotati, we have Haley Tran.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Haley Tran, and I am Rancho Cotati High School School Board Representative. Sorry. Okay. To start off with student culture, we had our annual Halloween carnival on October 31st. The carnival was put together by Management and Events 1. We had great student involvement, and the proceeds all go to North Bay Cancer Alliance. Next, we have the Halloween Carnival. With the Halloween Carnival, we had the Halloween costume contest with several participants. We had 5 different categories: Best Duo/Group, Best Teacher, Scariest, Most Iconic, and Best Overall. The play, the 21st Worst Breakups of All Time, originally the 9 Worst Breakups of All Time, is a comedy show that takes the audience into different scenarios of breakups from the early days with Cavemen to the modern 2000s with One Direction. The adaptation of the 9 Worst Breakups of All Time features 12 extra backup stories within the produced by the student performers. The idea of these stories is to help the main character, Katie, to realize her breakup is far from worst of all time. The 21st Worst Breakups of All Time is a comedy that proves no matter how hard someone has stomped on your heart, it will always be worse. Haunt My House. On October 31st, ASB hosted Haunt My House. ASB students went to homes with Halloween decorations and goodie bags. It was a great turnout, and we decorated over 10 homes. In October, we also had our Student of the Month ceremony. The theme was Rise and Shine. Congratulations to all. The month of October was Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We raised $1,109.75 for North Bay Cancer Alliance. Within all of that, we had 3 clubs raising money: Girls League, Environmental Club, and Students of Medicine. The winner was Environmental Club. Thank you to everyone who raised money for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We would also like to congratulate the 2 students who have completed the Management and Events pathway, in which they have spoke to the hospitality class at LJMS. There was a financial aid night information on Monday in the TAG Theater, in which it was hosted by 10,000 Degrees. Now on to clubs. Students of Medicine had a Pie a Teacher Save a Life fundraiser during the Halloween Carnival. It was a fun and impactful fundraiser organized by Students of Medicine Club to raise money for breast cancer awareness. Students made donations and in return voted for a teacher to get pied. The top 3 teachers with the most donations were selected to get pied: Mr. Altadonna, Mr. Yaya, and Mr. Shepard. It was all in support of a great cause for breast cancer awareness. Students in Medicine also had a club meeting with an anesthesiologist on November 14th. Asian American Pacific Islander Club had a pumpkin decorating contest during the Halloween Carnival as well. They had prizes for the 1st and 2nd place winners. The turnout was great with unique pumpkins. I wanted to share some exciting news about our participation in the Dia de los Muertos festival in downtown Santa Rosa. Our Rancho Cotati High School students truly outdid themselves this year. Not only did they set up the entire event, showcasing their incredible teamwork and dedication, they also participated in the Dia de los Muertos altar competition, and they won 2nd place. This was truly a wonderful opportunity for our students to demonstrate their creativity and honor our rich cultural traditions. The altar reflected their hard work, passion, and the deep connection they feel with their heritage. Thank you for your continued support for our students and the involvement in their meaningful community events like this one. California Scholarship Federation also had a bake sale on October 20th at Oliver's Market and a creek cleanup on October 4th for community service. Phoenix Club had a bake sale from 4 to 7 at Oliver's Market on October 3rd as well. Plant Club had a presentation from a gentleman from the Redwood Empire Bonsai Association. He brought some great specimens and talked about the history of bonsai and how he would be willing to come back to do some demos during the week. GSA Book Club have been reading the Passing Playbook to demonstrate Trans Awareness Month. They will be having a book dedication on November 21st. Recognition/appreciations. Congratulations to all 4 of our staff spotlight, Ms. Holman, Ms. McWilliams, Ms. Tucker, and Mr. Friel. We appreciate everything you do for Rancho. Congratulations to all of our talented students, Ben, Mateo, and Isaiah. Congratulations to all of our student athletes, Callie, Malia, Jolie, and Max. We would also like to welcome our new secretary, Annie Gwynn. We can't wait to see you at Rancho. This year, Rancho Volleyball won their Redwood League with a 9-1 score. They then continued to playoffs after 3 weeks. They earned the second place title of the Division IV championship. Congratulations to our girls volleyball. Rancho Cotati competition cheer won first place in varsity show cheer, which was a 2.5-minute routine consisting of difficult stunts, a cheer, and a dance. They also got first place in a game song fight chant, as well as second place in situational game day cheer and game day band chant. Congratulations to Rancho's cheer. Congratulations to our physics teacher, Mr. Wortman, for his newborn son. Upcoming events. Rancho is bringing High School Musical to the stage in spring. Auditions are November 18th to the 20th. Rehearsals are December to March. And performances are on March 27th through the 29th. ASB will be hosting 4 fundraisers: the Flapjack fundraiser, Cotati Shop and Stroll, and the tree lighting. All proceeds will go to ASB. We will also be having our business drive, which all proceeds will go towards the Disneyland Leadership Training. Our first canned food drive starts this week, November 20th through December 6th. We'll not only collect cans, but we also collect donations as well. We collect 10,000 pounds for NOAA annually. So, fun fact, Rancho is the leading canned food drive donor high school in North Bay. We'll be having our second blood drive on December 5th. Rancho had just received a recognition for the 14 years of blood drives, 40 blood drives within those years, and 1,971 donors. Thank you.
Thank you, Haley. Sam O'Halloran with Tech Eye.
All right. Good evening, everybody. As you can see, I stepped up my game with the formatting here. So we'll get right into it. So here's October at Technology High School. Starting off, we had homecoming. So homecoming this year was a really big mark for ASB. It was planned by ASB, and the theme was Tangled. And we sold a record amount of tickets at 256, which, for reference, in case you haven't been there, there's a lot of people in the small little gym. And so it was a great time. In the middle of the slide, you can see there's seniors who attended homecoming. They all posed together for a picture. On the bottom right, we have our senior HOCO royalty, Max and Aiden. And again, homecoming was a great time and a huge success. So much that we're looking forward to some other plans in the second semester. Also in October, PTSA hosted a PTSA Carnival event. So this event was a fundraiser for the PTSA itself, but it obviously involved the students a ton. Now, in the carnival itself, students could buy tickets to participate in a number of different activities, like dunking teachers, karaoke, and getting their face painted by ASB. There was also, if you didn't want to buy tickets, a cakewalk that you could participate in, as well as fun games like chess and cornhole on the green. It was a great time, and we're looking forward to PTSA hosting some more events at Tech. As for the Rally and Spirit Week that we had for homecoming, the Spirit Week was, here we are, First, Mad for Plaid, Think Pink, Twin Day, Jersey versus Jersey Shore, and on Friday, the day before homecoming, a Disney-themed day where students could dress up as their favorite Disney characters or in Disney merch, and then attended a Disney-themed rally, and the next day was homecoming. It was a really exciting week, and as it was the first rally of the year, a lot of the freshmen had a great time participating in the rally and getting to know the other students around them. As for senior nights, the fall season is over at Tech High. We have boys and girls varsity soccer as well as girls varsity volleyball. On the left side of the slideshow here, we have some photos from the boys' senior night. We had 11 seniors graduating off the team this year. In the center, we have girls volleyball. You can see the theme for their senior night was Pink Out. We had 6 girls graduating from the volleyball team this year. And pictured on the right is the girls varsity soccer senior night. We have 2 seniors graduating and 1 junior graduating early, so they all got to celebrate with their families and support of the school. The varsity girls soccer team also qualified for semifinals in their NCS division, and we're very proud of them for doing so. And on the bottom, you can see a photo from the girls' senior night. As for some ASB events, we also hosted a trick-or-treat trail, which is a new event this year. Typically what we find at THS is that clubs sometimes kind of lose the attendance that they had at the start of the year. And this event was both to celebrate Halloween, but also support the clubs at Tech. So clubs were invited to the trick-or-treat trail to set up tables around the quad and give out little free goodie bags and food and drinks, as you can see on the right. And it was a really great way for students to celebrate Halloween and show off their costumes, but also to get involved with the different clubs. You can see we have on the right Asian Heritage Club, which was giving out Thai iced tea, and STEM Club there advertising their next competition. It was a really great time and an event that we're going to hold next year for sure. As for some ASB developments specific to ASB, here we are, so ASB at Tech High is in a partnership with Chick-fil-A Leadership Academy. Chick-fil-A Leadership Academy is an online program built towards teaching students and kids in youth organizations fundamentals in leadership. And you can see it's an online program, so we go through virtual lessons. In October, we had our first virtual lesson, but we do have representatives from Chick-fil-A visit the school, and we also get free catering, which is a huge bonus. Our first meeting went over trust and trust in your leaders as well as trust in your followers. And that was one of the labs was a little Jelly Belly Bean Boozled game. Not sure what happened here, but the John Reed trip, ASB just 2 weeks ago went to go visit John Reed Elementary School. It's in walking distance from our campus. And every year we go there to do a reading trip as well as a STEM trip. And this was our reading one, where Tech High ASB students go to visit different classrooms from TK to 2nd grade, and we read books to the students, and then we guide them on a lesson. This year's lesson was about gratitude and thankfulness, and so we took the students through a few different little books, and then we also led them on how to write a thank you letter to somebody of their choice. It was a really great time, and it's always great to see the smiles on the kids when we come and visit. Like I said, it's been a Tech High tradition, and we're looking forward to our STEM day next semester. As for ASB, again, we went to a leadership convention 2 weeks ago. So ASB got to school at 6:30 in the morning, bright and early, and hopped on a bus to go down to, not Palo Alto, but to the Southern Bay, and went to go to California Great America, where we went through a leadership convention all day until 1 p.m., hosted by author and keynote speaker Juan Bendanya, and we got to learn a lot about leadership and confidence when interacting with others. We also, after the leadership convention, got 3 hours to the park dedicated to just other school organizations and youth groups around the Bay. It was a really great time, and I've already noticed a difference in ASB at Tech. We all really seem like we're a lot more cohesive as one, and we've built a lot better bonds. As for some unpictured activities, we had our CalSkate fundraiser for ASB, which was hugely successful. Journalism released their first edition of the Titan Tours this year. I handed them out to the trustees. I hope you guys enjoy that. They're really great. They also opened a website this year. And at Tech High, we also had our Titan Tours for both in-district and out-of-district students who are interested in applying to Tech High. And we also held prospective parent nights all in anticipation for the next class of freshmen. So that's the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.
Great, thanks, Sam. All right, next we have trustee reports on activities. Trustee Johnson.
Okay, I went to the DLAC meeting on October 22nd, and it was really good. We got together in groups and talked about some survey questions, and it was good to start out the year that way.
Great. Trustee Brown.
Pass.
Trustee Nelson.
I also attended the DLAC meeting, and we're having another one, I believe, tomorrow night.
Trustee Martin.
I attended the budget advisory meeting.
Okay, so I've kind of done a lot. Rochelle has kept my schedule busy. So I had asked her last month that one of the things that we get to do as a trustee is to go do school tours. So I said, hey, something that I used to do when Myra was here, and so I want to start doing that again. So I did a whirlwind tour of all of the secondary schools. So I went to Rancho, Tech, Thomas Page, Tech Middle, Lawrence Jones, and one of my requests was that the principal could have 15 minutes, and the rest of the time I wanted to be with the students. So at Rancho and Tech, I was led around the school by the students and got to talk to the students about what is important to them, what they think is really great about their school. I asked them, if I gave you a magic wand and could change anything, like don't worry about how much it costs or how hard it's going to be, what would you do? And they had it's actually really interesting. Bathrooms, they want nicer, cleaner bathrooms, and not so much the actual facilities. They want their peers to treat the bathrooms nicer. And it was really interesting because a lot of it was just about their peers. It wasn't, necessarily about the facilities or school, or I wish we only had school one day a week, or I want free pizza on Fridays or anything like that. It was really more just about their own communities. So that was really interesting. And then the next year, like in 2025, second half of the year, I'll go to the elementary school. So if any trustee would like to join me, two of us can go at any time. But it was really cool to be on the campus and see the students and walk into the classrooms. At Tech Middle, it was the last day of the trimester, and they had a half day. So it was really interesting because you got to see the students kind of in their elements, and so that was really fun. So, great. We went to the LAMP meeting, which is formerly CalMI, but now the Labor and Management Partnership meeting, so that was good. I think we have another one coming up on Thursday. And then I was at the budget meeting with Eric as well. So, yeah, very good. Maite?
All right, thank you. So this month, I was really fortunate to participate in 2 trainings. We had First Water Consultants, and they're doing anti-bias training for our leadership team. So our leadership team is participating in that, and it's kind of training the trainers to support their staff. We also participated with Laura Moyman is here. She's here now, visiting sites, and that's PBIS and restorative practices, and she blends those two together really nicely, and is offering support to our site leaders and the site teams, and she'll be on school campuses this week, kind of looking and just offering suggestions and things to think about. I also was at LAMP, our labor partners, and we do have another meeting coming up. That's a really good opportunity for us to build relationships with all 3 of our union partners. We also have had IBB negotiations, and we're working on looking at budgets, and that also appreciate that partnership with that work. We also started a new communications team. So we've been planning our communications so that we can provide internal and external framework for how we communicate and how you can expect communications, from everything from crisis communication to just that daily interaction and what that looks like. I was also at the Budget Advisory Committee. I was able to do several site visits this month as well, and that's always a great time for me. I was able to be at both high schools. I was at Tech High and Rancho today, which is awesome. I love seeing the students and interacting with the teachers and seeing all the great work that they're doing. And one of the things that's happening, and we're having a lot of conversation about, and Josh and I have been touring all the schools, is we're increasing in enrollment. and we're looking at what our space looks like and what do we need and where do we put all the amazing students who will be headed our way. So that is also something that we're working on right now. So thank you for the opportunity to share what we're up to.
Great, thank you.
We haven't had any Williams complaints as well.
Great.
Thank you.
There is no Roanoke Park Cotati Educators Association report, but we do have John Geck here tonight for the California School Employees Association report. Thanks for coming, John.
Thanks, everybody. Good evening, members of the board, Superintendent Turi, and distinguished guests. My name is John Geck, and I proudly serve as chapter president for CSEA Chapter 645. Tonight, I have the privilege of addressing you on behalf of my members, the incredible classified staff who tirelessly support the success of our students and our schools. Having completed contract negotiations for the year, I am happy to highlight some of our achievements in collaboration with the district at the bargaining table. So first and foremost, I want to express my gratitude to my amazing partners on the CSEA negotiating team. It's Billy, Shannon, and Luigi. Your hard work, dedication, and expertise made all the difference in this round of bargaining. I also want to acknowledge and extend my appreciation to the district's negotiating team. Together, we approach the table with a shared commitment to collaboration, and it's clear that mutual respect and understanding were the foundation of our discussions. This year's bargaining period was a truly productive and forward-thinking experience. Using the IBB process for the first time, we were able to accomplish many mutually beneficial goals, and I am proud of the progress we made together. Fair and equitable pay increases were at the forefront of our negotiations, and I'm thrilled to report that we have taken meaningful steps to honor the contributions of our classified staff. In a time when the rising cost of living impacts us all, these adjustments are not just fair, they are essential. We also took the time to address outdated language in our agreements. Together, we replaced language that no longer served our community with more inclusive and accurate terminology, a reflection of our district's values of equity and respect for all. One of the most impactful outcomes of this negotiation was our ability to streamline transfer processes, making it easier and more transparent for employees to find opportunities that fit their skills and career aspirations. This is a change that strengthens the district as a whole by ensuring that the right people are in the right roles, benefiting students and staff alike. Additionally, we secured equitable increases to leaves, a much needed improvement that supports the well-being of our employees and their families. Whether it's needing to say goodbye to a departed loved one or to welcome a new life into one of our families, these changes ensure that our members can continue to bring their best to work every day. Finally, we successfully negotiated a fair and equitable reclassification for our beloved office managers. These incredible individuals are the backbone of our schools, often balancing countless responsibilities with grace, efficiency, and unwavering dedication. This long overdue recognition ensures that their hard work is appropriately valued, and I'm thrilled that we were able to agree on a positive outcome for them. As we move forward, I am hopeful about what we can continue to achieve together. This productive and respectful bargaining period demonstrates that collaboration is the key to progress, and I believe we've set a strong foundation for future negotiations. Thank you for your time, for your ongoing commitment to the staff who make our schools shine, and for your support in helping us reach these important milestones. It's clear that when we work together with fairness, transparency, and a shared sense of purpose, we can achieve great things for our district, our staff, and most importantly, for our students. Thank you.
Thanks, John. There is no report from SEIU. Receipt of official correspondence. First, we have the Sonoma County Treasurer's Quarterly Report. So I'm sure we got a report.
So this report, so we had to bring this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. I got it. We had to bring this back to you because we did not have the correct document attached. So this is bringing back the. This is the one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the quarterly certification.
Great.
Thank you.
And then the Sonoma County Office of Education approval letter for the adopted budget 2024-2025.
I'm sorry, the quarterly report is the.
Yes, I got that wrong. I just mixed it up.
The treasurer's report, we just give it to you quarterly, and then the
approval letter for the adopted budget was the document that we didn't
Yes,
have.
I
the
just
right one.
realized that as soon as I open it. My apologies.
Any questions about any of the correspondence we received?
Yeah, this is our investments, right? Not, we're paying out for like the bonds, or is this?
This is the Sonoma County Treasurer's report, and our funds are located, our
Pooled
funds are
into-
pooled.
into this.
Correct.
Any questions about the consent agenda, items A through L? Can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda, items A through L?
I'll
Aye.
motion to approve.
Can I get a second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. All right. Personnel services. Revision of Office Manager 1 and Office Manager 2 job descriptions to school office manager. Can I, before we go into these, sorry, I just have a question because it's going to be all of these. These are all things that we have approved already, and now we are just doing like the paperwork part. Like,
These are the job descriptions that were negotiated.
Correct.
Right. Yes. So we're asking for your approval on them, and then we will ask you to approve the tentative agreement.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right, so revision of Office Manager 1 and Office Manager 2 job descriptions to school office manager. Any questions? Can I get a motion to approve 9A?
I move.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Approval of General Ed Instructional Assistant job description.
This was the addition of, yes. I really just need to have her up here.
Yeah.
During. We're going to change that.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
We worked on this one together, and I'm going to have Elena explain it because it is kind of at the forefront of what she's doing right now.
So as you know, we're going through an FPM process right now, and through the FPM process, we recognize that our expanded learning grant, or our expanded learning program, had a requirement that all of the staff that worked in programs with students needed to follow our general ed instructional requirements. However, we partner with the YMCA. So we needed to tweak some language that really qualified or explained what, I think the language in it was the education component, and it said something to the effect of.
We just got more detail with what other
Exactly, what other experience would qualify them. So it's really just a sentence or two that explained what that could mean, because there was no language.
This
Thank you.
doesn't put them anywhere different on the salary schedule. It's just changing a job description.
It's just the language to be better in alignment.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Can I get a motion to approve 9B, approval of General Ed Instructional Assistant job description?
I'll move.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Approval of job description for school psychologist intern.
Yes, so we have had difficulties finding psychologists. So we're flying an intern position to support our psychologists, and we'll be placing them on the salary schedule as well.
Any questions?
Does that mean an intern is recently graduated?
Recently, and doing their
Resident
field work, yes. They'll be working under the supervision of the psychologist.
So this isn't a new position, we're just changing it from psychologist to intern? Like
It
we're
is
taking an
a-
open position and moving it to an
This
intern?
is a new position that we are creating to assist with the workload with our school psychologists, but we want to support new budding school psychologists. So, and also, it is fiscally better for the district to pay an intern than, a fully credentialed school psychologist.
But it's not a new headcount, we would have hired a psychologist if we could have found one.
Yes.
Okay.
Rachel says yes.
Any other questions? Okay, all right. Can I get a motion to approve job description for school psychologist intern?
I move.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Right, next is approval of unrepresented salary schedule.
This is the salary schedule to accompany the job description.
So does unrepresented mean that it's not a part of any union?
Correct.
Yeah, we didn't feel like, so our school psychologists are on the management schedule, and we didn't feel like it was appropriate to put an intern on the management schedule, but it also didn't really fit with any of our existing bargaining units, so we went with unrepresented. And the changes that you'll see on that, it's mainly hourly employees, so we've sectioned it out for hourly rates, and then this would be a salaried position.
Can I get a motion to approve the unrepresented salary schedule?
I'll move.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Approval of salary schedule revisions for RIPSIA appendices AA1 and AA2.
We had some old language in our appendices. The hourly rate was incorrect, and we needed to update this. It was antiquated language.
Any questions? Can I get a motion to approve the salary schedule revisions for RIPSIA appendices AA1 and AA2?
I move.
To approve.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Approval of CSEA MOU 18-22 Transition Program Launch Post-Secondary Program.
This allows our students in the transition program to perform clerical and custodial work in their transition program, and this is a MOU with CSCA allowing that to happen.
Any questions? Okay. Can I get a motion to approve the CSEA MOU 18-22 Transition Program Launch Post-Secondary Program?
I move.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Thanks, Jen. All right, next we have educational services, obsolete textbooks from Cotati Roanoke Park Unified School, all sites.
Hello, we have some obsolete textbooks. We were able to find a buyer for some of them, so we are actually going to get some money back for some books that are no longer useful, and then we will dispose of appropriately any others that we cannot sell.
All right. Can I get a motion to approve the obsolete textbooks from Cotati Roanoke Park Unified School, all sites?
Move that we approve 10A.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Acknowledgement of reports submitted to CBE.
We have 2 annual reports that we submitted to the CDE, the Title III English Learner Program Annual Online Report and the Immigrant Student Program Online Report, and it just asks us to ascertain that we, what services we provided using those fundings and what staff we used to deliver that services.
Great. Any questions? Can I get a motion? No, I just have to acknowledge it. So acknowledged. How's everyone doing? We want to take a break or keep? Everyone's good? I'm good. All right, just want to make sure. All right, business and operations services. Approval of resolution 2025-8 regarding annual accounting of developer fees for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2024 in the Capital Facilities Fund.
Contained within is seeking approval for is the accounting for the developer fees that we receive throughout the year of 23-24, and the resolution follow. If there's any questions, I'll gladly answer them.
And developer fees go into the general fund, right? Like,
No.
they're
Fund
restricted?
25, they're a completely different fund.
So what can we spend it on?
Technically, it's for, to provide capacity for, facility capacity.
Okay.
And we'll be using this money in the future for our facility needs combined with our new, mostly passed bond.
You just aren't ready to say yes, are you, or accept it yet?
Not ready to celebrate.
When it's
it yet.
official,
Okay.
I'll celebrate.
Okay.
Question, where are we the K section, are they all done building out? Or
I can
are-
look into that. I don't know the
Yeah,
specifics.
but it looks like the W section, some new homes are going up.
Mhm.
But the majority of those developments is done, correct? Do we have any idea?
I'm not sure. We can check into that. I know that there's new housing going up next to Lawrence Jones.
There's O section, which is Lawrence Jones. That's like, that's Kaiser,
Yeah.
whichever way you say it.
Right.
And then Somo's supposed to be 1,500 houses at
Oh, okay.
some point. It's huge.
Okay.
And then W is not quite done.
Right.
And then I don't know if K section's done or not. They have created a new huge pile of dirt on this side of this road. But
Can get, I think that's really close to accurate. I don't know I can get more information on it.
I mean, this helps. It doesn't build schools. And we've had revenue over the last few years, or how many years they've been building, but it looks like we're getting towards the end of those developments. I know Katati's planning on doing a few, but nothing of the magnitude that we've done in prior years.
And with all that comes more students, which is amazing as well.
Right, well, more students is always good.
Yes.
It's part of the sales agreement. You have to have 3 kids to buy this house, right?
And send them here.
somewhere.
And they have to go to our school district.
All right. Can I get a motion to approve the resolution 2025-8 regarding annual accounting of developer fees for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2024 in the Capital Facilities Fund?
I'll move to approve.
Can I get a second?
Second?
Roll call vote?
Trustee Brown,
Yes?
Trustee Johnson,
Yes.
Trustee Martin,
Aye.
Trustee Nelson,
Aye.
Trustee Wing.
Yes. Board Services, Fiscal Update and Planning.
Contained within this item is the monthly fiscal update of budget fiscal update and the update for enrollment. I'll speak to enrollment just really quick. It's a net 16 less kids, and they're mostly if not all of the difference is due to kids moving out of the county.
And then, were there any questions? John did have the revised budget in here. Are there any questions or discussion about the revised budget for this month?
So, as we look at this budget, you can see well, I guess looking forward, when we have, is it first interim that's due? So a lot will transition from this to that to finalize the numbers, and then we will have to determine, and that'll help us determine where we are financially and the magnitude, if, any budget adjustments or budget cuts that'll have to be made, that we've been starting, the dialogue has been going on. And then we have a number of meetings and stuff. So I will be anxiously hoping that we have positive information for first interim, like everybody else is too. So we are not as in dire as other school districts are, but we still need to pay attention, which we are, for the funds. So the funding of a lot of the COVID funds they're ended. And so those funds some still need to be spent, and they are, but you always have to be cautious when you take one-time funds and make sure that one-time funds don't equal ongoing expenses. And we've done a pretty good, I think we've done a good job of that. It's just, unfortunately, the state funds us in waves, and we're not on the top of the wave, we're on the bottom of the wave right now. So it's just dealing with that as we go through this year could be challenging, and hopefully we'll have good information, come next month. For Christmas or holidays or whatever you're celebrating, I want good news, please.
And the first interim will be at the December 10th meeting, right?
Correct.
Any other questions or comments about the current budget? All right. And when's the next budget advisory committee meeting?
The 16th of December.
Right. All right. Next, we have the CRP USD and Roanoke Park Cotati Educators Association amended proposal to negotiate reopeners to the 2024-2027 collective bargaining agreement.
Correct. We are adding evaluation forms to that, so we wanted to bring that forward as one of the items we'll be negotiating.
Any questions about the opener? All right. Next, we have the public disclosure and ratification of the 2024-2027 tentative agreement and collective bargaining agreement with California School Employees Association.
This is the agreement that we just finished negotiating a couple of months ago that John just spoke about, and we're asking for approval of the agreement.
Any questions? Can I get a motion to approve the public disclosure and ratification of the 2024-2027 tentative agreement with CSEA?
I move.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Approval of CSEA salary schedule revision.
Yes, this, once we complete our negotiations with all three labor partners, we then go to the unrepresented groups. So the unrepresented groups received a portion of, they received a smaller increase from our labor partners, but they are getting an increase in their salaries, and we're asking approval of that.
First is the CSEA salary schedule to be approved, and then
Okay, so I know what, I just realized what my problem is. So, I just realized it. I don't have the right copy on paper. So we have, my apologies, oh my goodness. So C is the, where are we? Right there. It's the salary schedule that accompanies the tentative agreement. And asking for approval of that. Thank you.
Can I get a motion to approve the CSEA salary schedule?
I'll move to approve.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Now we have the approval of the 2024-2025 salary schedule for classified management, certificated management, and confidential employees.
Yes, this is what I just spoke about earlier. And it's, oh my God, I feel like such a jerk right now. This is the, after we finish negotiating with the other unions, then our certificated and unrepresented folks also get a raise, increase.
Okay, any questions? All right. Can I get a motion to approve the 2024-2025 salary schedule for classified management, certificated management, and confidential employees?
Move to approve 12E.
That's what we're doing. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He
Are you
moved.
making a motion?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said, can we approve it? And I'm
No,
like,
no.
yes, we can.
I
Would you like to?
move that we approve
Okay. Can I get a
12E.
second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. I think the coldness up
It's
here
too
is getting
cold.
to us. It's really, is it chilly out there? Okay.
Huh?
We're
They said
saving
it
money.
was-
We are not turning, bring a blanket next time, people. It's a budget strategy. We're gonna try it all.
Next up.
Can we get a Bob Cratchit candle for next time?
It's bring your own.
Turn off the air.
Bring your own heat. All right.
I'm gonna bring my ice chisel next time. My drink froze.
All right. F through L are first readings of board policies and regulations and bylaws. Are there any questions on any of those? All right. F, first reading of board policy and administrative regulation 0510, school accountability report card. G, first reading of board policy and administrative regulation 1114, district sponsored social media. H, first reading of board policy 2121, superintendent's contract. I, first reading of board policy and administrative regulation 4030, non-discrimination in employment. J, first reading of administrative regulation and exhibit 4119.12, 4219.12, 4319.12, Title 6, right? Sex is nine. Why do I always think an X is a 5? I'll learn this by the end, guys. Sex discrimination and sex-based harassment complaint procedures. K, first reading of board bylaw 9010, public statements. And L, first reading of board bylaw 9012, board member electronic communications. M through P, are there any questions or discussion on these? Okay. I make a motion to approve the second reading of board policy 0410, non-discrimination in district programs and activities. Can I get a second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. I make a motion to approve the second reading of board policy 4033, lactation accommodation. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. I make a motion to approve the second reading of board policy in Exhibit 1, 4112.9, 4212.9, 4312.9, employee notifications. Can I get a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. I make a motion to approve the second reading in board policy and administrative regulation 4119.11, 4219.11, 4319.11, sex discrimination and sex-based harassment. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Next up, we have acceptance of gifts and donations to schools and district.
All right, so we have a donation from Francis and Kelly McNerney for $100 for our expanded learning after-school program. Richard Crane received a donation of $314.01 for from Dorian Photography. The Rancho Cotati Cougars Boosters donated $15,000 to Rancho Cotati. Richard Crane also received a donation of a microwave at $125 from Lisa Dolkus. Grayton Resort and Casino donated part of their annual donation, for $359,487.65. Richard Crane also received another microwave from Bridget Field Skilling at a total of $80 for a total of $375,106.66. And we are very grateful to our community. Thank you.
Yeah, wonderful. Can I get a motion to approve the acceptance of gifts and donations to school and district?
I'll move to approve.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Before we move on, I just wanted to say the budget meeting is actually December 19th, not December 18th. 16th. Okay. Well, it's December 19th.
Okay.
In case anyone's
Sorry
putting it
about
on their
that.
calendar. Change it now. All right.
That's the budget committee meeting?
The budget committee meeting. No, it's Lisa's birthday. Mine's in January.
You're right, 19th. Sorry about that.
No worries. All right.
Put the 6 and the 9.
Please update your calendars accordingly. All right. Future business and agenda items. Trustee Johnson.
None.
Trustee Brown.
I don't know if I was asleep, but I don't know if we mentioned the fact that we did pass the bond
No.
thing.
John won't let us say it yet.
It's not official.
What?
John won't let us announce it yet
Until the vote's in?
until it's
Until the vote's
certified.
finalized and certified and stuff like that?
So we can say it's looking
I'm
great.
hedging, saying
We had a
it's
lot of
looking
votes. It's looking
outstanding,
good.
it's looking more than great, and I'm willing to take bets on anyone that says it's gonna lose, so. If anyone wants to bet that. So, once that's official, I kinda wanna know the plan going forward. At the same time, I'm gonna bring up the safety issue too, and the safety plan and et cetera.
I saw, sorry, it goes on the safety thing. Santa Rosa City Schools, I can send you the link. They have a standing agenda item on the safety, and it had this really cool, chart of the different things, and so we might benchmark that. But-
So we have that same chart happening, and you'll see it shortly. And we have our safety partners coming to a future meeting to discuss what we're doing overall. But if you'd like to make it a standing item, we can do that as well.
Yeah, I think it should be a standing item of what's going on.
All right, super. Anyone want to bet on the? No, nobody want to take that bet. I'll give you odds.
You can go to the
I'll give you
casino.
5 to 1.
Just down the street.
Still don't want to do it, huh?
Trustee Nelson?
We're not supposed
Just,
to bet.
just for the DLAC meeting tomorrow.
Okay. Trustee Martin?
Passed.
All right, I have nothing.
I have one question. 3 of us were invited to the city meeting. Is it tomorrow night? And only 2 of us can go to that.
Is it the 2x2x2?
Yeah. No, it's not the 2x2, but it's the. Is
It
it
used to be, but now it's planning for that.
Yeah, it's kind of like Rona Park and Katati never, or seldom shows up. Yeah.
So it's
I
the
think.
makeup, like it's the
Well, they've been trying to have it for a
2x2
meeting for a
version
lot of
2?
time, but I just want to make sure that only 2 of us go, so you 2 are welcome to go tomorrow.
Well, you guys both have the
right?
DLAC
We have
meeting.
DLAC tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, we have DLAC, so we
Tomorrow.
can't go, yeah, I can't.
Okay. Darn, I missed that.
All
What
right,
time? Okay.
good time. No need to convene a closed session, so if that's it, we will adjourn at 7:32.